What's up, everybody? This is Henry Fleischer here from the Cannabis Dispatch, also the CBD Business Networking Group on Facebook, and I have a very special guest today. I have Jacob Estep of Estep Smoke Shops. So, Jacob, tell us a little bit about the business.
So I started a retail store a little bit over a year ago. Family member or so is in the industry, and with COVID coming and everything, I didn't have nothing else to do but to start my own business. So that's kind of how we got started and got into it.
Oh, awesome. And when you first opened up during the COVID outbreak, what was the biggest challenge you faced?
The biggest challenge I faced was more of how to bring people in, because there wasn't a lot of people in the streets when I very first opened, because CBD businesses was one of those essential businesses. So I could still be open. It's just pretty much lived here trying to bring people in. So we, having like one or two people in at a day was the cool thing, but it was the hard thing, when you're starting a business. So I learned to be really good on Facebook, all the other social media things. So now that COVID's kind of easing up, that constant social media campaigns I was making is starting to pay off.
Oh, nice. Oh, so would you say so social media was a big part in getting your business to where it was?
Definitely. Because nobody knew about us. I mean, because, at the first, I would say 3 months, we didn't even have a sign.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it was one of those hard starts.
Oh, I got you. And another thing too, like I know it's like been a year since you opened up. So like looking back at that year, is there anything you would do differently, knowing everything you know now?
Man, really thinking about it, probably not. I mean, we've grown so much here as a business, like, now that we even opened up a second store, but we have on, Friday through Sunday, we're hitting 100 customers a day right now. So that's kind of huge in the industry, and we're very proud of that. So whatever was done, obviously, including with my team, we done pretty good. Obviously, something clicked.
Oh, that's awesome right there. It's like CBD is like it's a recession-proof product too. Like it doesn't matter if you're in a good or bad time. We're always going to be using it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this. So in about August, our CBD smokable hemp became not allowed to be sold in Indiana. And before the Delta 8, wave came. So like we kind of, in my first, few months, we hit a big stopping thing, and CBD flower was our most popular product. So we kind of hit some roadblocks there.
Oh yeah, speaking of Delta 8 too, so New York just banned Delta 8. So like if an event comes where Indiana puts a ban on it, how are you gonna pivot from that?
So we actually have, our stores, and then we have Estep's products, which is our manufacturing. We do a lot of different formulations and everything. We're shipping to anywhere from 20 to 30 states right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of been our calling card to the industry, and meeting a lot of people with a lot of other states. So we actually work with a non-for-profit here in Indiana called ICA, which is Indiana Road Alliance. And we got a pretty good group together, relatively new, but we're, trying to fight for whatever's going, we don't really want to pivot.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't make sense to have Delta 8 ban when we're like really close to legalizing everything.
Well, from everything I've noticed, it's all the legalized states that's kind of getting rid of Delta 8. which doesn't make full sense, but it's the money.
Yeah, there's a market for Delta 8 too. Like some people don't want that extreme high.
Yeah, exactly. And people like me, I mean, like for myself, like even as I'm 20 something years old, I don't enjoy being, gone, but the edge taken off. That's why I love CBG. I use CBG every day because just the help with the anxiety and everything does wonders with me.
Oh, definitely too. Like I've used it regularly for a few months, and it's just like I notice there's a huge difference too. Your sleep is much better. You're much more calmer throughout the day. You're more level-headed.
Yeah, yeah. And a little bit about me, I have an addiction background, so not always been on the right side of life.
Ah,
So like ever since, as being like, they call, an addict, there's always going to be anxiety after that. So it's the finding the little things like CBG that isn't going to knock me off my square, but also lets me be a normal person.
oh yeah. That makes sense too. And let's see, another question I got for you too. Oh, so what would you say is the toughest part about being in this business in this current year of 2021?
I would say the toughest part, all the adjusting uh, with, the different COVID things. And then, I know the industry is always law changing and, different outlooks, but it's all the adjusting because you got to adjust from other business owners doing things that maybe might not be good for the industry. And then you have, also the, different laws put in place, with how you should run your business and then all that.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, if a customer was to see like three other CBD stores in the Indiana area and then yours, why'd you suggest they walk into your store first?
Well, the reason why I would suggest them to come in here is because, first of all, you come in here, it's like family. We never push sales. We tell you what this is and what that is, and we'll tell you if something sucks or if it doesn't. And uh, whether it's CBD, Delta 8, or whatever, all our Delta 8 products come with a money back guarantee. Uh, all our CBD stuff does too. So I don't know anybody else in the industry that's doing that. So we want to show people that CBD is a real thing, not just in gas stations.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I think personally me, like I wouldn't buy CBD from a gas station.
No. So we have 3 gas stations, two speedways,
Yeah.
and we have CBD outside, and our sales have went up.
Uh
So
you supply them?
no, I don't know if that's been a thing or if like CBD just we just got a spike here, but it's funny that we have CBD and then our sales went up from CBD.
That's pretty funny. But it's kind of like, hey, like, I wonder if like the CBD gas station CBD falls in line. They say, hey, don't eat sushi from a gas station. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a beautiful world, man. It's a beautiful world.
Oh yeah. And you touched on Facebook a little bit too. So is that your number one way of acquiring customers?
Yeah, I wouldn't say as many customers like retail store wise anymore. Now, when I first started, yes.
Oh, okay.
But not as many customers, just retail wise. I do a lot of communication, even with current customers on Facebook now. Now is like where we're trying to do more advertising throughout the community. So we're going to be at the Indy 500. So in Indiana, that's, our, big bang, and with COVID last year, we wasn't a part of it. So we're hoping this year we're going to be able to have a pretty good year down there and give away a lot of flyers and,
Yeah.
educate people on cannabinoids and how they can help in all the different ways.
Oh, so Indy 500, is that going to be full capacity too? Is it as
No,
Indiana?
no, it will not be full
Yeah.
capacity, and it won't have the infield, which is where all the partiers go.
Yep.
But what it will have is, I forget the exact percentage, but it is the largest sporting event since COVID.
Oh, well, yeah, because I know too, like, because I think like the NFL announced too that a lot of places are going to get full capacity too. So I know, like, yeah, Indiana does have a football team, so that might be another avenue possibly too.
Yeah, go Colts.
Oh, I think NFL football players should be using CBD. Like, I think
Uh,
just cannabis in general over the painkillers.
yeah. So like, we have the Pat McAfee show here in Indiana, but it's a national show on YouTube. I always watch that. I'm like, man, one day I'm gonna sponsor that show because
Oh,
they
oh,
always talk about it.
Pat McAfee's like, oh, if he endorses your product, oh, that's gonna be like, that's like the one of the best endorsements you can get.
Yeah, and he's right here locally too. So, there's a lot of building up to do to be able to pay that ticket. But if we get that chance, we're definitely taking it.
Oh, he did mention too that he quit early. Like he could have played longer, but he was saying because of all the surgeries, he's like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. So like, and now he's still doing really well. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's doing very well for himself now.
yeah, like that.
Well, it's cool to.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I was just like, it's cool to see it. I love seeing people like change up like what they have to do and being great at it. Like,
Oh, see.
because I wasn't always in the CBD industry, you know what I mean? It's just something that I kind of fell in love with after, life's challenges, and we've kind of grown here. So we have like 15 plus employees between here and the products in another store, and over half of them are in recovery.
Oh wow.
So we got a bunch of fighters.
Oh wow. And so 6 months to a year down the line, where would you like to see Estep Smoke Shop products?
All right, so when we go with the stores, I would love to see maybe another one. Eventually I kind of want to do something different than all the other stores, but really I want to see us maintaining. And as the products grow, I know what I need to do right now is do better at advertising, all the promotional things. So I think that we have the right formulas. We just got to be able to promote and keep up with the bigger companies.
So like so you mentioned you want to promote better. So like, what are some things that you think will help to promote the products better?
So we have a new website coming, estepsproducts.com. It's going to be done here relatively soon for both retail and wholesale, most importantly, to where a lot of people don't have to just come into the store to get information. They'll be able to have all the information right there on the website, and then always can call and get more if they need to. Because as you know, a lot of people, it's a very internet world nowadays. So they want to be able to just click and see what we're talking about when we advertise or something like that. So I think once we have that together, then our options are going to open up greatly.
Oh, I got you. So yeah, ideally too, as your business grows, what would you like your day-to-days to look like? Your day-to-day role?
Man, I love doing what I do. I'm always doing something, whether it's 8 to 14 hours in a day. I'm always doing something. So I love that. What I really love is being in the store though. Like, I love dealing with the products and everything that goes along with that. But being in the store talking to the customer that doesn't know anything about CBD or Delta 8, and like educating them the right way. So that way they know, like, hey, this can do this and it's really going to work. And a lot of times they want to talk to the owner, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so when I provide them with that and it really works, it just feels amazing. That's my high nowadays, is the different ways to help people.
No, that's good right there. That's awesome. And I think too, like it's good too. Like the best, I think like the best salespeople are always the best teachers. They're the best people. They're the best people teach the best information possible about a product.
Yeah, because the product should almost sell itself. You just got to let them know what it is. And if you got to push a product too hard, it's not the right product.
Oh no, it's kind of like, yeah, you have to like get a sense of what the customer is looking for. It's saying, oh, I'm in pain, I'm feeling anxious, like, and then I'm sure then hey, this is product's going to help you with your anxiety, or well, this is going to help you with your physical pain.
Definitely. And having the resources to hit all markets too. Like, I like to think we're a pretty open market store on our first store. But, we have some people that come in here that are struggling, and then we got some people that come in here and they'll buy 5 bags because they don't care. But we want to be able to help everybody, whether, I'm not really going to make a lot of money or I'm going to. We want to make sure we're helping people.
Oh, yeah, I got you right there. And, so you mentioned too, like you do plan to open up future store locations. That's like something in the works to grow the business.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then, yeah, go ahead.
So we just opened one relatively, it was about last month from now. We opened one in about 45 minutes away from us here. So we got to kind of let that one, do some wonders. And then we're always trying to think about where we can help the most.
Oh, yeah. And what was the process like when you came to that decision to have, like, say, hey, we're going to open up this second location right here? What was it that was like, hey, this is going to be the right spot?
So I seen that there were, all right, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. There was another store, similar area, that I was hearing a lot of negative things coming out of about how they was working industry.
Yep.
I'm like, man, that's not how you do it. It's just not. And then happened, a couple things fell in line, and then there was a spot open, in a little shopping center along with Kroger, and I'm like, well, that brings people, so let's do it. And I got some family out in that area too, so this all went in line, and that's found that spot.
Oh, nice. So, like, how does that store compare to the first location?
It's still growing. I mean, so in a month, I mean, we'll probably get close to start paying the bills. It paying its own bills. That's all I hope for right now. So once that's kind of going, then we're going to go from there.
Oh, got it. And what was like that hard part too when you opened up that new location too that you went through? Was it like permits, paperwork, other things?
Communication with local cops. So we had a couple little interesting nitpicks with them to just educating them also, on like, hey, this is what we're going to do here and everything. So we had a little bit to educate them on, and I think we've gotten past that point. So that was it comes with the industry, because, some people just look at it negatively, whether it's a smoke shop, CBD shop, and then they hear about this Delta 8 thing, and their first, option is like, hey, do I take you to jail for that? So educating them on, hey, this is a, legal product here in Indiana, federal legal, other than what we got 13 states now it's gone.
Oh, so, for cannabis?
For Delta.
Oh, Delta 8, yeah. I think something
Yeah.
like that.
So I had to do a little bit of, at least tried to educate them more and understand what we was there opening up for.
Oh yeah, because I think too, like I think sometimes I think get me, don't take my word for this, but I think there's some cops though, like they don't want to enforce the cannabis laws that much anymore because they're seeing how it's getting legal.
Yeah. So I would say we have multiple regular, whether it's officers. Man, I've had a prosecutor from my courtroom before, when I was in a mess,
Yeah,
and I've talked to him, and we've had good conversations. So the way that some people see it and others don't, is very wide. So we do have a lot of officers that definitely are like, I would not want to take you to jail for,
yeah.
cannabis, CBD, whatever it is.
Well, that's interesting to know. So you have like prosecutors and cops as customers.
We have the, like, when I say our variety of different people is wide, it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, like I feel like it can go even like doctors, yeah, lawyers, yeah, just regular
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah. I mean, we have them all. I mean, it's a, I love it. That's why I say I love being in here, because you get to meet so many, different people. And now that we're kind of became a hot spot here in Indianapolis, it's been very interesting.
Yeah, are you like we're in Indianapolis is like the first store? Is it like in the downtown area? Like I don't know the city too well, but just out of curiosity.
So we have the downtown area, and then we have this big loop around us.
Yep.
And I'm right off the interstate of that loop on the southeast side of it. So we're not too far from downtown, but not right close. And then, but we work with another store. It's called 5 Star Medicinal Products. They've been in the industry. She's the first person to have flower in Indiana.
Hmm.
She's been in the industry like 4 years now. She's the one that teaches me everything.
Oh wow. Yeah. And out of curiosity, do I ask everybody this on interviews? But like, which food would you most like to see infused with CBD?
What food?
Yeah.
So, what food that I'm thinking about infusing with CBD, or what
Yeah.
food that?
No, like because like right now, a lot of the products in the market are more on the sweet side, so it could be like gourmet or like savory. Which food haven't you seen? Oh, what's that? Mustard?
Nacho.
Nacho cheese infused with
So this is one of our products we've been playing with, and so as I said, we're going to be down at the Indy 500.
Yep.
So nacho cheese, bag of chips stapled to it. Have a day of field day.
Oh, I love that's a great idea. Like everybody, nachos are go-to food at sporting events.
Go to. So we had somebody keep saying like, "Hey, we want something that's not sweet," just like you were saying. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think. And then I was eating actually queso, and I was like, man, what if we just made the cheese?
Oh,
And did it with full spectrum and Delta 8, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
had ourselves a fun day. But
Tastes like
we are getting ready to do our full spectrum and our drinks also.
oh wow. So are the drinks like are they what flavored drinks too?
Yeah. So that's our most popular product by about a mile right now. That's what, like, our wholesale and distributing thing of selling all the drinks and all our products is mostly drinks right now. Everybody's been contacting us for the drinks, and we've been trying to get it out, whether it's white label or our label, and then been doing pretty good with the drinks. So, and then even retail wise. So that's why I want to do. I only have a Delta 8 one, so I want to do a full spectrum.
Oh,
And for people like me, I can't drink that whole thing. So I would rather have something I can drink and still be able to work.
oh, gotcha. Oh, so you didn't put like too many. You made it like a lighter on the dosage for the Delta 8.
Well, the actual those strengths are super strong. That's why I'm saying run a full spectrum, maybe just some tad bit of Delta 8 in there, or if any, and then go about that. I think that would hit the rest of the market.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to just have Delta 8 of something and not have it in regular CBD, because I don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? Because people see all these new Delta 8 things and they're like, well, I want it, but I don't like Delta 8, which isn't a lot of people, but you still want to take care of those people. And with us, now that we have the Delta 8 product under control and, a great stock of it, we can, afford to put our times into doing other products.
Oh yeah, of course. And what advice would you give to somebody who's thinking about entering the cannabis or CBD space?
Well, I answer this question quite often. Like, when you come in this industry, depending on it's very competitive. And if you just treat the customers like you would treat your family, you will be fine.
Oh, that's good advice right there.
Like, the regulars I have, like, they get mad when I'm not up here. And they're not doing nothing special. They don't have questions. They just want to say hi. And that's what makes me most proud. And I believe people that are entering the industry or want to be, to thrive in the industry, you have to have those relationships. You have to put in those works with the people. And then some people, when they first came in here, they looked at me like I was stupid. You know what I mean? And then now we have great relationships because I educated them in whatever, I recommended or didn't recommend. I gained their trust by that, to where, we could have a, friendship relationship.
Oh,
and
yes.
That's the difference between us, the small people, which anybody entering the industry, usually you start off small. You gotta do the things that the big wigs ain't doing. And that's, being boots on the ground.
Oh, yep. And so, yeah, I think that's all we have for today. Like, you're more than welcome to be back on any other interviews with any new product announcements. So it was great to have you on. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Bye. Bye.